Hey guys, Stitch from HLTV.org here. This is the third and last day of CEVO Season 8 Finals, and I've caught Conquest before their match with Mouse Sports. We saw a lot of weird stuff happen last night. I think we theoretically saw the first esports mosh pit ever. But aside from those things, I kind of wanted to talk about with these guys a bit about the team, the game, and the future, because this is the only team not coming here from the majors. So yeah, let's start right off of that. Daps, what can you tell me about the players, where they came from, sort of in a short manner, and like how it formed at first?
Well, after I was cut on Liquid, there was like a really big need for me to play with ShahZaM and NAF again after the time we had on Denial. So I got an offer from XP3 eventually on Elevate, and he gave me a chance after I didn't play for a full season. And I kind of saw like the potential with like Rush and other players that I was playing with, but I knew it wasn't like going to work out in the long run just because like conflicting ideas and stuff. And NAF ended up getting cut from Luminosity, and Rush was kind of in between Tempo Storm and Elevate, and I kind of took him back from Tempo Storm, so just happened to fall into place.
And there's one lineup change that has happened since then, and maybe you can tell me a bit about that in beneficial terms. The departure of Rix and picking up Stanislav. Maybe sort of however much you want to go into it, like what led to that, and also what made you guys pick up Stanislav? Like, how did he join the team so quickly, it felt like?
Well, yeah, I played with Stanislav previously on Tempo Storm for about like 3 to 4 months. We went to 2 LANs together. We had like some relative success even at the last EVO LAN season. And I immediately knew Stan was a player I really wanted to play with again. And like, as it's the stars kind of align with the timing of everything, where we were looking for another brain, sort of. Like, you know, we had a bunch of solid fraggers, but Daps was doing all the homework. You know, he was in-game leading alone. And it's so much more useful to have, like, the second brain, you know, when they can just see another perspective to the rounds and give input or take over mid-round, as well as, like, help prepare. And Stanislav is exactly that. So as soon as, like, the whole Coast fiasco happened and he was available, I made sure to snatch him up.
Yeah. And actually, that's a good lead, because in terms of brains and leading, who's doing the leading? I mean, you sit in the center, but does Stanislav have some input?
Well, everyone on the team is input. I think that's how every team should be ran. Everyone should have a voice at some point in the round. But I lead at the start of the round. I lead the mid game. And Stan's role on the team right now is he's like a lurker, sort of like closes rounds for us, sells fakes. And I think it's really important to have someone that has in-game leading experience, because he knows like when to sell fakes and like how to change the pace of a round. And anytime he's lurking on the other side of the map, he can call like a mid-round decision if he sees an opening, and it really helps a lot.
But on paper, you'd be the captain, IGL.
I'd be the in-game leader.
And the next question is sort of about the game yesterday. Maybe we should just talk about the crowd, because people noticed it, you know. Do you think that they inspired you guys a bit, especially maybe not if you couldn't hear them, but especially like when you came through that bridge and all that and they were cheering you guys on?
Dude, 100%. Even throughout the game, like when, you know, someone's holding their mic down, you can hear them cheering in the background. You can feel the vibrations from them, and you can see them. Like, you know, they're dancing in front of us. Like, and it's really cool because, you know, we're the last American team in the tournament, and they just like rallied together and support us. And I fully believe it kept our team hyped and into the game, and it definitely had a big influence on us winning the match.
I was sort of watching you guys play earlier, and ShahZaM does like kind of a lot of a moral cheerleading, maybe, I kind of noticed, trying to keep you guys together. You have a lot of players who are really focused on sole firepower play. Is there something kind of that goes with that, like controlling them mentally as well, like they can get down if they're not hitting their shots?
Definitely we had some problems with that when we had Rix on the team and we didn't have Pauly as well. Like, credit to Pauly, like a lot of people don't think coaches help too much unless they're full calling and stuff, but Pauly wasn't brought on to help with strategies or just call in general. He's there to kind of keep us calm, keep us in the right mindset, and he does that job perfectly.
I'm going to actually go back to you for this one. Do you guys have any specific plans that you made for Mouse Sports, or anything that you're going to look out for?
Stan and I did do a bit of research into the other group for the chance that we'd get at a groups. But most of our homework, like watching demos, was we watched Dignitas on a few maps, watched Liquid on a few maps. We mainly did most of our homework on Virtus Pro since they were our first match, but we knew how Liquid played because we played them a lot online. And Dignitas, we didn't expect to play them really, so we didn't really do too much research on anyone else.
And even after this event, no matter how you place, you guys are going to go to iBuyPower Cup and RGN. Do you think you can, like, all right, maybe a two-part question. Do you think you can first, like, not get worn out because you're a hype-based team? And second of all, are you guys representing Canada or are you representing North America?
Well, we represent North America. I mean, we're 3 fifths Canada, so we're definitely like a Canadian flag team, I'd say.
Poly, we're 3-3, so
3-3.
we're half and half.
North America.
Yeah, evenly split. Yeah, I don't think we'll get worn out. I know that as soon as we get back, we have like a bunch of online matches to play, which is kind of like a little stressful. You know, you come straight from your flight and you have to play a bunch of online matches, like 3 matches a night till our next flight. But hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Ideally, we want to do really well at the iBuyPower LAN and RGN. Mostly the iBuyPower, you know, to get the IEM spot as well, because we want to attend every LAN we can make.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Is there anyone you guys want to thank? I mean, you're coming from an org that itself is new, so maybe, yeah, it's important to kind of get that out there.
Well, thanks to our owners that gave us a chance and offer that they gave us, and thanks to, well, we don't have any sponsors, but thanks to the future sponsors we hopefully get. Yeah. That's all I have.
Anyone else for you?
Yeah, shout out to all of our like existing fans, new fans sitting at home at the crowd. Seriously, appreciate it a lot.
Is your mom happy to see you like traveling and playing again?
Yeah, both my parents and my brother watched all the matches.
Awesome. Well, these guys are going to go and play their game. We can't delay them any longer, but we're going to interview the winner and anyone else of interest. So just stay tuned to hltv.org.